You guys, okay, don't mind the pictures on the wall. I am coming to you fresh from a VBS pool party, and so wet, semi-drying hair, makeup all over the place. It is what it is. But y'all, hi, my name is Taylor. I am an Emerald Ambassador. I have been with Plexus for almost 8 years now. And the reason I am coming to you tonight is because I want to talk about a topic that is so special to me because it is the reason I am here. But it is also the thing that if my sponsor would have been too afraid to reach out to me, this business would not have changed our life. Okay. And so tonight I want to get into the nitty-gritty of talking about reaching out to people and hearing that they are anti-MLM or that they're like, "Oh, like that's great what you do, but like I have no interest in being one of those girls," or "I don't do network marketing," or "No, not for me." Okay. Um I want to talk to y'all about that tonight, but to tell you more about that, I want to tell you a little bit more about my story, okay? And so, again, my name's Taylor. I'm an Emerald. I've been here for 8 years. And 8 years ago, I had just had my very first son. And I remember, as plain as day, getting onto a Facebook group, okay? It was a Crunchy Moms Facebook group. And I literally made a post on that page. And I said, needing to find some work from home jobs, no MLMs. Y'all, that's literally what I said, okay, in my post. Here's the deal. My direct sponsor is Jordan Roddenberry. And she reached out to me anyways. She was a complete stranger to me on social media. I think at that time she lived in Tennessee. I live in Ohio, so we had no connections whatsoever. And she reached out to me and she was really nice about it. But she just said, "Hey, Taylor, I saw your post. I know that you said no, like MLMs, but I'm a part of a company called Plexus. Not sure like if you've heard about it. Would you be open-minded to like hearing more?" And I literally said no. I was like, "Hey, thank you so much, but like I have no intention on doing that." And y'all, I want to kind of walk you through this progression of how I went from anti-MLMs to becoming a jewel in 3 years. So here's kind of what happened. When I said no, she messaged me back and she pushed a little, okay? But like it wasn't in a weird way, but she was trying to learn more, okay? She wanted to know why was I so closed off to the idea? Because the first thought I want to share with y'all and keep this in your mind, I do not know anybody that doesn't want more time freedom, doesn't want some extra income, doesn't want to go on free trips, doesn't want a really great community of women surrounding them, doesn't want recognition for hard work, doesn't want a purpose outside of being a mom. I don't know anyone that does not want that, okay? The reason people say that they don't want to do MLMs is because they don't get it. They don't understand. And that is okay. First off, we have to recognize the fact that that's okay. But it is our job to show them that this is different, okay? So that's what Jordan did like for me. She messaged me back and she was like, "Oh my gosh, like, totally okay. Like, did you have a bad experience in the past? Like, what has you not open like minded to this?" And y'all, this is literally what I told her. I said, "I don't like the idea of having to build a team. I don't like the idea of having to go out and recruit people." But here's what Jordan didn't know. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a little secret. Here's what Jordan didn't know. I had done network marketing before. I had even gone to companies' conventions before. Okay, I literally flew from Columbus to Florida to attend the convention of the network marketing company I was with before Plexus. Jordan did not know that. The reason I was closed off to network marketing was not because I did not believe in it. It was not because I did not think that this like kind of company worked. I knew that network marketing worked. I knew that people were successful in network marketing. I had never seen network marketing done in a way that aligned with my morals and values. And so therefore I stiff-armed it. Okay. But another thought here too is like if Jordan would have had all of these preconceived thoughts going into this conversation with me, she probably would have just heard no MLMs, messaged me maybe, and then slammed the door when I told her no. But she didn't do that. She saw that there was a need in my life, and there was a massive need. I wanted to be a stay-at-home mom, but I could not walk away from my corporate job. I made really great money at my corporate job. I worked at a cancer hospital, and I carried the health insurance for my family. And so the idea of just up and quitting and becoming a stay-at-home mom, that just was not an option. Like I had to have a plan B, or in turn, this became my plan A. And so she pursued me. Here's what happens next, because I'm sure some of y'all are watching this and you're like, "Okay, great. Like she got you, but like what did she do?" I'm going to tell you, okay? Um, what she did was she was my friend. She showed me that she desired a friendship with me, even if I never said yes to Plexus. When you have somebody that is closed off to network marketing, you have to show them that you care about them as a person. If you message them, okay, just putting this out there. If you message them and you're like, hey, like, I think that you would be really great at this, yada, yada, you're saying all of these amazing characteristics about this person that you think that you would be great. And they say no MLMs and you do not message them back, you are literally validating their point. Like, you are literally handing them on a silver platter. This is why I don't do network marketing. Like, y'all, that may sound like kind of harsh and like may kind of feel like a punch in the gut. But it is true. Like, I will never forget Jessica Heffley saying, if you want to be that weird salesy network marketing girl, go ahead and message somebody once and then don't message them back. That is what we don't want to do when somebody says that they don't want to do network marketing. We want to show them that we're different. And that's what Jordan did. And so after I told her no, y'all, she was just my friend. She would comment on my posts. She would respond to my stories. She would interact within my life. This is a little creepy, but apparently it worked. She would literally go into that Crunchy Mom's Facebook page. And I'm pretty sure, y'all, I'm pretty sure that she would literally go type my name in the search bar and then like go respond to me from posts from like 4 months back or something crazy. Like, but the point is that she was pursuing a friendship with me outside of Plexus. And I knew that because we found out that we both have kids named Anderson. We found out that both of our husbands' names are Zach. We found out that her husband and I share a birthday. We found out that my first name, Taylor, is her middle name. Okay. And so, like, we were kind of connecting these things in a friendship. And then here's what happened. One day over Mother's Day, she posted about this like motherhood event that she was having. Now, she didn't say Plexus. There was nothing, it wasn't like a Plexus thing blasted, but she said that she was having a Mother's Day event and that if any mamas wanted to connect with other like-minded mamas, that this would be a good event. And so I commented it and I was like, hey, can I come? And y'all, I commented because I trusted her. I trusted her because she did not message me once and then fall off the face of the earth because I said no. She continued to pursue a friendship with me. So I trusted her. So I commented on that. She was like, oh my gosh, of course. So she added me. And y'all, it was like a motherhood type of event, but it also had Plexus kind of sprinkled in there. And the thing that I saw was Tamara Holloway did a live about migraines. And y'all, Jordan did not know this about me, but I had been battling a 10-year battle with chronic migraines. That was the thing that sold me on Plexus. I was a chronic migraine sufferer 3 to 4 days a week for 10 years. I had been on every medication under the sun. I very vividly remember at one point going to the doctor with my mom and saying, I don't know what to do anymore. Like, you have me on 800 milligrams of ibuprofen. I'm basically a zombie. Like, this could not be my way of life. And him literally looking at me and saying, I don't know what to do for you anymore. Okay, that was my life. And then when I had kids and I got married, that just drastically got worse. And so it was drastically affecting my quality of life and the relationships of people around me. So when I saw Tamara Holloway's story about how this helped with her migraine, something flipped in my mind. And I was like, wait, I don't know that I'm still open-minded to the opportunity, but are you telling me that this simple pink drink might be able to help me with my migraines? Like, there was like a light bulb moment that went off for me. And so then when Jordan would post about the products, I was intrigued and I was watching. Okay. I still waited about 6 months. No, no, not 6 months, a couple of weeks. After that, Jordan, asked me to get on the phone call when I told her I was ready to order 4 different times and I blew her off because I was so skeptical. But one day I just felt so bad that I pulled the trigger. I took the products. And I went through a pretty hard detox because my body had gone through a lot. But then I started to feel better. And here's the kicker. Jordan did not have to twist my arm to share because one, she had already built so many, like such a good friendship with me over that period of time that when I was open-minded to sharing, I didn't need her to be like, come on, share, come on, share. Like, I was already willing to share because I trusted that she could get me to where I wanted to go. But again, none of this would have happened if she would have been too afraid to continue and kind of push me a little bit. Because I said no MLMs. We have to remember that people are scared. People do not know what this is. Um, Again, I don't know anybody that does not want what we have here. I don't know anybody. And I can tell you now, coming from my old company to Plexus, it is a night and day difference, a night and day difference, which is why I'm so confident in sharing Plexus because I have seen how different this company is. And so, all that to say, my biggest piece of encouragement to y'all is do not run from the people who say no network marketing or I'm anti MLM or I don't want to be one of those girls. They don't know what they don't know, and it is up to you to show them. It's not weird, it's not salesy, it's not slimy. You're not being pushy, okay? You're not. You and y'all, I say this to almost everybody that I talk to. I tell them, listen, if it's not your time, I will respect that. But can we just have one conversation first to see if this is for you? Because I just cannot let you say no until you know what you're saying no to. Okay. I have gotten multiple customers and a handful of business builders from that comment right there. Y'all, tell people, show people, do not be afraid to be bold. Do not be afraid to pursue those people. I look at our life now as a jewel team in Plexus, and I look at the downline of women that the Lord has brought to me and has entrusted me to lead in the thousands of lives that have been changed that would not have been changed if Jordan would have been too scared to continue to pursue me. Y'all, this is so much more than you. This is so much more than your fear, than your scarcity, than your nervousness. This is about impacting thousands of lives that could come underneath you, but you have to be willing to go first. You have to be willing to be bold. You have to be willing to pursue that person that you were scared to pursue. You have to be willing to pursue them even when they say no network marketing. And for the love, I love y'all for the love. If you see something in somebody and you tell them, you pursue them until they say yes, because you need to show them that we are different. And that is how we do this, okay? This is more than just about us. So, that is my biggest takeaways for y'all. You guys, our life has been drastically changed by Plexus, not only financially, but the moment that Jordan reached out to me, the other thing that she did not know was that I was a new mom who had no community. I was a believer who was really struggling with some postpartum things, and I really needed a group of godly women to come around me and give me a hug and lift me up in prayer. I desperately needed that in that season of my life. And if you would have told me 8 years ago that that's what Plexus would have given me, I straight up would not have believed you. But again, because she pursued me, I saw what this company was. I saw what this team was. My faith has grown because of this team. Anytime I have a hard moment in my life, in my business, these girls wrap our family in prayer. This has been the best blessing. And I cannot imagine what my life, what my husband's life, what my kids' life would look like right now if she would not have had the courage to stay on me. Our life would be drastically different. Okay. Do not give up on people. Continue to love on them, build a relationship, and go into these new messages with the mindset of I'm building this friendship even if they never say yes to Plexus, because that is what builds trust and that is what builds long-term legacy businesses. Okay. I love y'all. Thank you guys for letting me share on this. Go pursue those people. Okay. Bye.